Hi everybody, welcome to YS Khong Driving, and today we're at the launch of the new Ranger 2022. What you see here is actually this is the XLT Plus and this is the Wildtrak. Most of the goodies that come with this vehicle are in these two. So for the time being, let's look at these two. The XLT Plus is available at 142,888, whilst the Wildtrak is 168,888. So let's take a closer look at the vehicles, starting with the Wildtrak. Okay, let's take a look at the exterior features of the vehicle, starting with the front. If you look at it from the front, you'll find it actually is wider and it looks a bit lower. A lot of it is visual, but that's because they put the grille a bit lower down, so it looks a lot better. This is new, and you have LED lights, and these lights on the Wildtrak are very special. They have what you call anti-glare lights, and if you are oncoming vehicle, these lights will kind of like shut off where you are so that it doesn't shine in your eyes. Now, in terms of powertrain, this is the 2-liter bi-turbo engine that now develops 210 PS and 500 Newton meters of torque through a 10-speed gearbox that drives the rear wheels most of the time, and with, of course, the 4-wheel drive system, this vehicle can go through almost anything. Also, there are new safety features for the Ford Ranger, and these include AEB that has pre-collision warning and also autonomous braking, plus post-collision braking. That is to prevent you from getting into any trouble after you've had your initial collision. On top of that, you also have blind spot warning that tells you there's an oncoming car, and also rear cross traffic alert plus rear cross traffic braking. You also get the regular lane keep and road edge detection, so this car is very safe. So we have wheels, and from what I can see of here, it's a double wishbone front. And let's see the tire size. Yes, this is 18. These are 255, 65, 18-inch wheels, and you have massive 4-pot calipers in the front with ventilated discs. Now, this is so technical, I love it. All right, let's move to the side, and here we will look at the interior later. Look at the car, man. It looks beautiful, isn't it? So there has been a revamp on the front and the sides, and the vehicle is actually 50 mm wider, but it's based on the old frame. So what I think they have done is they have increased the fender. You can see here where the fender has come out slightly, and the same thing has happened to the front fender. So it's 25 mm this side and 25 mm that side. But here's the interesting thing. Now, wow, the Wildtrak has got rear ventilated discs and a huge caliper. Yes, this is an improvement over the normal trucks that we see. This is the first time I'm seeing. Maybe, yeah, it's already available in the other vehicles, but on the Wildtrak, I think we see now, or I am seeing now, the first time ventilated disc at the rear. But here's another very interesting feature. This is called the side step, and this allows you to reach up here and pick up stuff, you know, from your deck, instead of having to step on the tires. But you can put one leg on the tire, you can pick up stuff from here. Okay, so this is a very interesting and novel feature that we see, because you can also climb up from here and pick up stuff, but you can't do that when the tailgate is down. You can't step up. So having the side step is very good, and it's on both sides. Okay, so what they have also done with this one is, I'm going to come up here a bit. they have got little slats here that you can use to put pieces of wood across and compartmentalize your rear deck. Yeah, and here they have now, these are the anchor points for your luggage, and there are 1, 2, 3 and another 3 over there. These are called the tie down hooks that allow you to strap your luggage down. So nice, this step allows me to go. Okay, here you have, this is a 3-pin plug. So you can put your 3-pin plug here, and this is the cigar lighter port. So you can do your cigar lighter port outlet if you want. So you can use this for doing the stuff you do when you're in the outdoors. Good idea. They have a mechanism here which is spring loaded, and it allows you to do your 1-finger boot closing. Oh, it doesn't have the shock absorber, but I hear they fit them here. But for lifting up, it is very, very lightweight. Alright, so that's the Wildtrak. Let's have a look at the engine. Okay, let's take a look at the engine of the Wildtrak. This is the 2-liter engine that's quite well proven. Already was present in the previous Ford Ranger, and now they have upgraded it to 210 PS, and it also has 500 Newton meters of torque. So, having reviewed trucks for a long time in my life, this is certainly the most powerful one I've seen in Malaysia. 210 PS, it's not something to be scoffed at, and it all comes from a 2-liter engine. Now, drive is through a 10-speed gearbox, and normally it goes to the rear wheels. But of course, being a 4x4, you can also transfer drive to the front, and there are many modes. You have the 2-wheel drive high ratio, which you use for normal driving. Then, in case it rains or it gets slippery, you can have the 4-wheel drive high ratio that allows you to drive at normal speeds, and this is a very good feature for rain. So I think up to 100 kilometers per hour, you can shift on the fly from 2-wheel high to 4-wheel high. And if the going gets tough and you really need more traction and grip, you probably have to stop and then change to the 4-wheel low ratio that has a further reduction and gives you more torque to the wheels. And this allows you to go through rocky terrain, sandy terrain, muddy terrain, any terrain that you go, because with the high ground clearance, this Ford Ranger is a go anywhere kind of truck. Okay, let's take a look at inside. Yeah, there's a very good side step here. You step up here and we are in the truck. Okay, somebody has slided this seat very far back. And let's see, oh, electrical controls for the driver's seat. Okay, so wow, this one is a lot more like a car now, man. Okay, first of all, the steering, this is about 13 inches, so it's very, very car-like. And for adjustment, it's good. You can adjust for reach and also for the rake, and it's mechanical, so once you've done it, it's done. Now, instruments are here, but you can't see anything, so you don't know what they look like. I'm sure it'll be very digital. And here, this is something new. We see for the first time, a very Tesla-like thing with a big iPad-like screen. I hear this is a 12-inch screen, and I think it's only available for the Wildtrak and maybe for the XLT Plus, we don't know yet. But the other models get a 10-inch screen, which is slightly smaller. Now, looking at this here, this one is the aircon louvers, and you have okay, this is hard plastic at the top, and this is also hard plastic but textured to look good. So I think this is good because this makes it easy to clean, and I really don't like those soft touch things that tend to melt in time. So everything is nice looking and durable. Now, these are the aircon controls. It looks like it is a single zone front, and we'll look at the back later. Okay, we get an automatic gearbox, PRND, and manual. Oh, manual is straight down, electronic parking brake, and also they have some terrain switches here. Drive mode, 4 high, 4 low, 2 high, yeah, and it's an electronic engagement. Down here you have a very big compartment with a cigar lighter, or rather a cigar lighter jack, and down there you have your USB, and this is, I hear, yes, it is a wireless charger. You can see here for you to charge your smartphone, and no paddle shifters. Where are the paddle shifters? Okay, so this one doesn't have paddle shifters. What a shame. Steering wheel controls. You have this are your ADAS features where you can set your adaptive cruise control. Yes, I didn't mention it. It has adaptive cruise control. It has lane keep. It has road edge detection. It has AEB, warning, braking, and also post-collision braking, rear traffic control, rear traffic alert, and braking, and adaptive headlights that actually feature no glare for the oncoming car. I think I've mentioned most of it. May have missed out. Oh yeah, blind spot monitoring, which I didn't mention, is here. And we also have the audio controls are here. So everything looks very, very car-like. Now this I like. There's this little grab handle for you to grab on to get in and out of the car. Leather seats with what looks like yellow stitching. So this vehicle is really, really very macho. Alright, let's look at the glove compartment. There's a top compartment. Not sure if it is refrigerated. And the bottom compartment, they're very small. And here is where there's a nice cubby hole for you to put your things like your pens and pencils or whatever that you have. And not forgetting there are 2 cup holders here. Okay, let's take a look at the back seats. Okay, let's take a look at the passenger side of the vehicle. Yes, there are grab handles here. I forgot about them, but you can use them to get in. Now this seat is about halfway adjusted to the front, so there's plenty of leg room, but you can also see that they have made the seat back concave, so you actually have a bit more room here, and of course you can stick your shoes underneath. Now the door handles are very unique. This is the first time I'm seeing a door handle that you take from inside and you open it out, yeah. So as compared to the others where you pull, so this one is a bit different. Not sure I really like the experience, but it's something different. Okay, at the rear here also you have aircon, and you have a AC 220 volt. My gosh, it's a 3-pin plug. Fantastic. So you can actually run your computer here, yeah, without having to use an inverter. And they have also 2 USB ports. Okay, the back seats are little upright. So much headroom, black roof lining, and so it will seat 5 people. I see there's a mechanism you pull, then it comes out, and you can have your center armrest here with 2 cup holders. And no, the rear seats don't recline. Let's see, yeah, it has slight lean back, but maybe not quite enough. But well, they have to put everything into this space, which is actually quite big. The inside of the vehicle looks like it is like in a C segment car, but a bit wider. Okay, so that's it for the Wildtrak. Let's take a look at the XLT. And here we are at the XLT Plus, and hi girls, don't mind me, just stand there and look beautiful while we talk about the car. So here's the XLT, and I think the front is slightly different from the Wildtrak. Of course, the Wildtrak one looks a lot better. Yeah, the headlights are different. These are LED lights too, but it's different from the one that's on the Wildtrak. Okay, so Other than that, the nomenclature looks the same. There's a slightly different bumper, and but the overall dimensions are the same. So just like the Wildtrak, this is also 25 mm wider on each side, making a total of 50 mm. Okay, the XLT Plus also features the same engine as the Wildtrak. So basically it is the 2-liter bi-turbo, same 210 PS and 500 Newton meters of torque, and the same 10-speed gearbox, same drivetrain as the Wildtrak. Insofar as safety features are concerned, the XLT Plus has most of the features that the Wildtrak has. It doesn't have adaptive cruise control and also the rear cross traffic alert. Other than that, all the other features are there. Okay, so this is the interior of the XLT Plus. It's slightly different. Okay, the seat materials are different. That one looked like leather. This one is not leather. These are fabric seats. Manual handbrake actually like this, and the drive controller is here instead of here. And yeah, this is also the terrain control here, and the screen here is slightly smaller. That one was 12 inch. I think this one is 10 inch, I think. Okay, so aircon louvers generally the same, and the top here is the same. There's no top compartment. Yeah, so these are the subtle differences that make up 20,000 ringgit, 142 to 148. Yeah, it's more than 20,000 ringgit. Yeah, steering is slightly different. These are urethane, and the controls here are slightly different because it doesn't have all of the ADAS features. And this one also has a wireless charger, but it's in a different position. So the features are almost the same, but it looks slightly different because of the interior stuff. And this one doesn't have the 3-pin plug. It has the cigar lighter power. Yep, and this roof is different. It still has a sunglass holder. It still has this, and the instrument panel looks the same, but we don't know what's inside of it. That one we'll have to wait until we see the actual vehicle. Okay. Oh yeah, the seat controls are mechanical, not electric at all. Yeah. Okay. All right. This time I remember use the grab handle to come up. Okay, the interior is the same size and the seats are made the same, but of course these are different material, and but it's still the same size. Yeah. And let's see this one. Yes, you still have the back part. This is the center armrest with the oh my god handles. Yep. And this is basically the difference you see. The aircon louvers here. I don't see a USB here, just the cigar lighter outlet. Let's take a look at the boot space, or rather the deck. So for one, the side step is not available for the XLT Plus, and this one looks the same. Yeah, and it has the same what you call lightweight cover, and the deck liner has those slats there for the wood bars you can put across to make them in the compartments, and only one power socket, and this is not the 3-pin. So the XLT Plus doesn't have the 3-pin socket, but it still has the same lightweight closing. The suspension looks the same. So this is basically a double wishbone front with leaf springs at the back. Yeah, and these wheels are 17 inch. So for the XLT Plus, it is a smaller wheel, and these tires are 255 70 series R17. So wheels are slightly smaller, but you still get the same 4-pot calipers in the front with ventilated discs. And the back suspension, yes, it's leaf springs with shock absorbers, but here is the difference again between the Wildtrak and the XLT Plus. these are drums. I really like the ventilated disc of that other one. Yeah, so drums, but actually the engineers will tell you actually drums are okay. So I have other trucks that have drums. So far no problem, so don't worry about it. It's just that the discs look more changgih. Yeah? Okay, so those are the major differences that make up the difference between the two vehicles, between 142888 and 168888. Right guys, thanks very much for being with us. We have just presented to you the new Ford Ranger Wildtrak and the Ford Ranger XLT Plus. My heart goes out to this one, but it costs 168,888. Practicality tells me to go for this one, which is only 142,888. Now there are another 5 more variants, but we don't have time to go through them all today. When we do have the time, we will certainly take them out and give you a more graphic and more detailed review. And of course, we are hoping to take this one up you know where. Alright then, thanks very much for watching our video, and don't forget to subscribe, and till we meet again, bye bye.